Gretchen. Welcome back to my channel. So, we're doing another one of these videos, huh? As you can probably already tell from the title of today's video, I am going to be saying goodbye to another piercing. And this time, I'm not just saying goodbye to one. I am saying goodbye to two piercings, and those would be my tragus piercings. Now, one of these I've had for several, well actually I've had both of them for quite a while. I don't exactly remember when I got them done. I probably should look that up, shouldn't I? 1 second. Okay, here we go. All right, so I looked it up. I went back in like old Google documents because I used to keep track of all of my piercing related content through Google Docs. So the first one I got done was my left tragus. So this little number over here, got that done September 10th, 2016. So this piercing is almost 8 years old. That's wild. I didn't think it was that long ago. And then the right tragus I got done February 6th, 2020. That was like one of the last ones I got done before pandemic hit and before everything shut down. So this one was February 6th, 2020. So this one's over 4 years old. This one's almost 8 years old, which is honestly wild to think about that they're that old. But I have made the decision to part ways with not just one of them, but both of them. So the main reason why I am taking both of these out is I am fed up of my inner ear buds or any kind of thing that I have to put into my ear not fit in properly. So things like my AirPods, things like these are little in-ear plugs that I use when I go to concerts. It kind of filters out a lot of the noise so that it doesn't damage my eardrums. But I'm tired of both of these types of things not fit in properly. These constantly want to fall out because of my tragus piercings. I always have to push the jewelry out so then it looks like little antennas just sticking out from my ears, and I'm just tired of dealing with it. They also still hurt after all this time when I go to lay on them because I am a side sleeper. I have tried to be a back sleeper. I can't do it. Definitely can't be a stomach sleeper. I'm a side sleeper. I alternate between both sides, and it's just at a point now where I am done. And I know it sounds like I don't like piercings anymore. Most of y'all are probably here because of piercing related content from some point. One of the videos that I've uploaded in the past. I know it sounds like that I don't like piercings anymore, and that is not the case. I love, obsessed, I refuse to ever get rid of my septum. I love it so much. Same with my philtrum, otherwise known as a medusa. I refuse to get rid of either one of those because I love them so much. Same with my conch. The other day, jewelry fell out of my conch piercing and I thought for sure that it had closed up because I didn't know how long it had been out for, and I was devastated. Luckily, I found a piece of jewelry, put it in there, and it was fine. So I don't dislike piercings. It's just I'm not as into them as I was several years ago. That is a chapter in my life that is not necessarily like closed. It's just not where I don't frequent that room anymore. I don't frequent that chapter anymore, but the door is still open. And the good thing about piercings is that I could take both of these out and decide later on, I kind of miss them and I can get them done again. Now, the thing about mine though is they are both extremely tiny. I was kind of surprised that I was able to get them done at all when they were done because there is not a whole lot of surface space there. I feel like once I take the jewelry out, it's just gonna be a hole. It's gonna be no tragus there, it's just gonna be a hole. I know that's not the case, and I know it seems kind of trivial, but I use my AirPods a lot, and whenever I go to a concert, I always have these with me, whether I'm photographing the concert or attending as just a regular concert goer fan, and I'm tired of them not fitting correctly. So since you all were there for the start of both of these piercings, I thought I would include you in their end. I feel like it only makes sense to remove the left one first since it was done first, and then the right one. And again, it's one of those things that if I decide I want them later on, I can re-pierce them. Heck, this one's been in for 8 years. It may not close up right away, or it may. I mean, I still see the hole from my flat piercing when I took it out. Pretty sure it's closed up now. And then over here, my forward helix that caused me so many issues, you can still kind of see the little divot, but it's definitely closed up by now. Thank goodness, because that one was a pill. I just thought I would bring you all along as we say goodbye to not just one, but both of my tragus piercings. So shall we just go ahead and take the jewelry out? I don't feel like that got you that much closer, but as you can see, it is Definitely a smaller surface space. I don't have a big tragus area. Still surprised to this day that they were able to get pierced at all. And let me just show you. Like, let me put AirPods in so you can see what the jewelry does. And those of you with a tragus piercing probably know what I'm talking about. And I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, mine fit comfortably. That's fantastic. My anatomy, my ear, does not. So I always have to push the jewelry out, so then it's sticking out. And maybe some of that could have been alleviated if I got shorter jewelry, but I don't have that. Just putting that in there, you can see how the jewelry, maybe it's kind of tiny. You see how the jewelry is just like sticking out. It's not comfortable. Same thing on this side. It's not comfortable. You can see how they're not how they should be. Right now it's comfortable, but after a little bit of usage, this will not be comfortable anymore. And the same thing for my loop in earbuds. These again help me block out concert noise so that I'm not damaging my eardrums as much. Same thing, I have to push the jewelry out and then wiggle this in. You can see the jewelry is sticking out like a little antenna. Gotta do the same over here. Gotta make sure that the tragus doesn't like tuck in on itself, but the initial like putting in either of these things feels fine. But if I wear it for extended periods of time, it starts to hurt. And I just don't like how it looked like, and then see there, it gets caught on it, pulls on it, and I'm just done. I'm just done. Now that I've shown y'all that, let's go ahead and remove them and say goodbye to the tragus piercings. It's not gonna be that exciting because these are our threadless jewelry. Well, it might be exciting if I can't get them. Oh, never mind. There we go. So that's, you can hardly see it, but I just got the little gem off. I also always had so much difficulty getting the tragus jewelry in. And we just pull it out and ta-da. There it is. It's just a little hole now. I don't even know if you can see it. And it makes me sad because I really did love the tragus piercing. I might actually, once I clean this, I might actually put this in the conch piercing because the jewelry that I just panic put in there the other day is way too long. So maybe these would work. Oh, and the thing about this tragus jewelry is it's 1/4 of an inch in length, which is super short, but it's not short enough. The left one is out. Now to get the right one without destroying my ear. Oh, that one's kind of stuck. Ew. I'm pretty sure this is also threadless. I don't think it's, yeah, I was about to say, I don't think it's any kind of there we go. It's just a little stuck. That's fine. And pull it out. I also have always found them to be very difficult to clean. Like you think you've gotten it and then you haven't. That one's a little bit more irritated because it took a little bit more to get it out. There we go. They are just holes now. Here's the jewelry. They're both like the same exact thing. Both 1/4 of an inch in length, 16 gauge, clear gems, very short. So once I clean them up, I will probably put one of them in my conch just so it's a little bit more snug to the ear and not sticking out like this. There go the tragus piercings. So long. Oh yeah, there go a few more piercings. I'm still toying with getting rid of the majority of my ear piercings, like the mid helix. Conch I do not want to get rid of. I love it so much, but like this double helix over here that was kind of done incorrectly, I've been thinking about getting rid of it. The rook hasn't been a problem for me. This forward helix hasn't been a problem. Honestly, the first helix I ever got hasn't been a problem either. So it might just be the mid helix that's the next one. Maybe the double helix, I don't know. But again, I don't want people to think that I hate piercings now, and that's why I don't do that type of content anymore. It's just not my focus anymore. It's not at the top for me. It was for the longest time. I loved it so much, but now my focus is more on tattoos, body art tattoos, but then also cosmetic tattooing, because those that don't know, I completed a cosmetic tattooing program back in May, and now I'm opening my own business. So that is where my focus is now, is more of tattooing, whether it's me getting body tattoos or doing cosmetic tattooing. Who knows? Maybe in a year, maybe in a few months, hell, maybe tomorrow, I'm like, ooh, that was a mistake. I want my tragus piercings back. Who's to say? For now, they are gone. Let's see how these feel now. Now that I don't have to constantly worry about jewelry. It's nice to not have to worry about jewelry and making sure that the jewelry is out of the way. Now I will say the daith might also end up going, or I might just change out the jewelry for that one, because as you can see, actually I don't know if you can or not, but even when I put in like the noise canceling earbuds that I wear to concerts, it still kind of sits on my jewelry in my daith. So who knows? It might go to, or I just might change out that jewelry, because I really do like that piercing and it took me a long time to get that to a healthy state. But that's all this video is just closing the chapter on the Tragus piercing. We loved that chapter. It was great because we were part of the Tiny Tragus Club, but now it's time to say goodbye. Let me know in the comments below if you've retired any piercings yourself recently, or if you've gotten a Tragus piercing, or if you're a member of the Tiny Tragus Club like myself. Let's chat about some of our piercings in the comments below. Let me know. Especially if you've retired one recently, and like, what were your reasons? What was it? Doesn't necessarily have to be the Tragus. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure, well, I don't know why you would. It is kind of a sad video. But if you still enjoyed it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to go down there and hit that subscribe button, as well as that notification bell, so YouTube will let you know when I upload next. But until next time, bye lovelies.